Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center as well. It's always great to see a local athlete here in northeastern Pennsylvania do some great stuff and do it on a national map. Regan Rome from William and Mary joining us right now. Regan, what a fantastic year it has been for you. And we got to talk to you, just a few months ago, it seems. But here you are doing some great stuff once again, and you're doing it at the national level.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it was a really great sophomore year. I really couldn't have asked for much more.
Well, being able to compete and just seeming like, okay, she's on the outside looking in, she's on the outside looking in, but you always seem to be on the inside when the finish comes. Talk about being able to run at nationals.
Oh, just going out there this year was really great. Making it from the regional meet, I was really just happy that I made it. It's definitely a tough meet to get to, and going into the season, it was definitely my goal to just make it there. And then getting on the podium was really just amazing, and I really couldn't have asked for much more. And I'm just so excited that all my hard work really paid off.
That attitude you've had, it's bubbly, it's so positive for so many years. How do you keep it going all the time? You ever have some days where you kind of just feel like laying around?
Well, I did get my week of laying around this week. I had a week off. But just keeping things fun, keeping things in perspective always helps. And I have to say I have a great team at William and Mary, so who always keeps things fun and really just keeps the motivation up.
Well, you talked when we spoke in the fall, I believe you spoke about the challenges of getting through that freshman year, and now here warming up pretty darn good in this sophomore year, getting that stuff under your belt. Talk about some of these runners now that are going to head into college from high school and that adjustment. There's definitely an adjustment, and almost like you have to live through it like you did.
Yeah, freshman year is just an adjustment. You're going to a totally new place. You're not, for the first time in your life, you're kind of more on your own. And definitely me, I was so far away from home, too. And things are really up to you on how you want to live your life. And plus, classes are a lot more stressful. Going from the high school to college level is a lot different. So every aspect of your life kind of changes. And it's definitely a huge adjustment. And I feel like you just have to kind of go through the motions and get things down under your belt. But after freshman year, it's definitely going into sophomore year is a lot more easier. You definitely know what to do. And now I'm going to my junior year. I feel like I'm pretty prepared after 2 years.
Regan, you're, I believe, a math major, which is you're always around numbers, and that's important, especially in the event you're doing like the 5K. Do you think there's some synchronizing there, I guess, with the numbers and making sure, okay, I got to be at this time, I got to be here at this. You got a lot going for you as far as working out those times.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of think there is. My friends always make fun of me because I'm really I know everyone's times and PRs. I definitely like numbers. I feel like I can memorize times like no problem. So there is some correlation.
Well, getting it down to the seconds you are. Let's talk about that 5K. Talk about the nerves and the energy and the feeling. Take us through from the very start all the way through the finish.
Well, they walked us out around the track, and that was just so exciting because Hayward Field is historic, and the stands were just packed, and so it was really cool. At the track athlete, usually you're not walking out to packed stands, and so this is just a really cool experience to be in a packed stand with screaming people and stuff. And then, so I was just really excited. I probably was more excited than nervous. And so the race started out very slow. I went out in a 5:31 mile, which is about 30 seconds off goal pace. So it was 5:31, so it was going to be more tactical. But then a girl from Stanford took the lead and started picking it up more on a normal race pace, and she dropped it down to the next mile, a 5-minute mile. And so then the pack kind of started to string out, but I just had to keep covering moves, passing people, make sure I was still in the race as people started falling off. And then the last mile was 4:58, so they really laid it down. And then the last lap was just a huge sprint, and so I just kept kind of hanging on. And then going to the last lap, there was about 10 girls in contention, and I think I was in 9th going into the last lap, so I wasn't in that All-American, that podium position until the final lap.
Wow, that's pretty amazing that the way that race goes. And talk about passing those people at the end to get to that medal stand. Where did you feel like you passed them out and to say, hey, I'm on that medal stand?
Oh, just in the final lap, in the 300, I passed some girls, and I was actually in a higher position. I was probably more closer to fifth or sixth, and then I just hung on. Luckily, was able to hang on to the top 8 because I was struggling coming to that last 100. I was definitely struggling, and I just kept saying, I was like, just hang on to podium, just hang on to podium. And so when I crossed the finish line, I was just so happy that I hung on and was able to get on the podium.
Talk about some of the competition you ran against, and I'm sure, kind of surreal saying, hey, these are the best in the nation. I happen to be one of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really cool, definitely seeing these big names. Being surrounded by the big names from our country, out of the country, like at least half the podium was out of the country. So you're against the best foreigners, the best people in the country. So it's just really cool, and it was an honor to stand on the podium with those girls because some of them are going to the Olympics, some have Olympic standards. So it's just awesome to be up with them.
Regan, your family has been with you every step of the way, and you are so fortunate. You'd be the first to tell anybody. I have an awesome family. Talk about the Romes and the support system you have.
Oh, my family's just awesome. My parents flew out the night after my sister's graduation to come see the race. It was really special to have them there. It's definitely something that can keep me going, keep me motivated, just having my family. Definitely the best support system out there, and it's been so nice to be home with them, just chilling out. I've been really blessed with an amazing family, not just parents, but siblings too.
Those coaches at William & Mary, I'm sure they're pretty thrilled to have you. At the same time, you're having a lot of fun there.
Yeah, I am, and I can't thank my coaches enough. Definitely couldn't have done what I did without my coaches this season. They're great, and they worked so well with me, and I credit a lot of my success this season to them.
So much goes into a college choice, and you probably had a few to choose from, and you said, you know what, there's something about William & Mary, and now that you look back a couple years ago, you're saying, yeah, I think I did make that right decision.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was like, there's really nowhere else that I would want to go right now. It's definitely the place for me, and it works so well. I couldn't ask for a better place athletically, but all academically too. And I just have great teammates and coaches down there, and it's just been great so far. I can't say enough good things, obviously.
Regan, you say you're giving yourself that week off. Did you literally do no running, or you just kind of have to get a couple miles in?
No, I literally did no running. I haven't taken a step yet, so literally 0 miles.
Now you still
just giving my body some rest.
Are you fighting with yourself a little bit over it?
A little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of ready to get running again, but I'll be running this week coming up, so I'm excited to get back in it. But it's definitely now I'm refreshed and ready to get going, make goals for cross, and hopefully have another great season and achieve some bigger things.
How about one thing you're looking forward to doing this summer? Is there any family vacations or anything else that is coming up for the Romes?
No, we're just kind of relaxing this summer. Not a whole lot. Nothing really big right now is planned.
Well, you enjoy yourself. It is well-deserved.
I will.
Congratulations on a fantastic year. 7th in the nation in the 5K. Regan Rome, always gracious to join us. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
Regan Rome, William & Mary. She is a phenom. She'll be back for her junior year. On the John Mendola Show, we are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.